Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Clarendon security guard charged with murder. The police in Clarendon on Tuesday charged a 36-year-old security guard in connection with last week's fatal gun attack in Jenner Crescent in Maypen. Charged with unauthorized possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony is Stephen Walford, otherwise called McKay, of Jenner Crescent. He is charged with the shooting death of 31-year-old Joseph McLean on Thursday, December 7. The police say information received indicated that McLean was at a bar in the community when he was pounced upon by three men who opened gunfire at him. The men escaped in a motor vehicle. McLean was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. A day after the murder, detectives gathered and verified evidence through interviews. This led to Walford being apprehended on Friday, December 8. He was charged on Tuesday, December 12, after a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. St. Catherine woman fined $500,000 for electricity theft. St. Catherine dressmaker 52-year-old Joan Silvera was fined $500,000 or 3 months imprisonment for electricity theft in the parish court. Silvera had pleaded guilty to obstructing electricity. When she appeared before senior parish judge Yvette Wentworth Miller, she admitted to the crime but begged for leniency. "I went there and saw it. I don't know how to string up a house, but I am guilty for using it. But please, don't put it on my record," Silvera said. She was subsequently sentenced by the judge. Facts are that in September, the police along with the Jamaica Public Service JPS personnel conducted an operation in the community of Trial Heights in Spanish Town. During the operation, a house occupied by Silvera was observed trespassing on the work of the JPS. When the team gained entry, 2 fans, air conditioner unit, a washing machine and other items were found operating. It was observed that she was not a registered JPS customer. Silvera was subsequently arrested and charged. Delroy Chuck suggests that IC needs to expand focus on other areas of the government. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has suggested that the Integrity Commission needs to expand its focus from high officials and politicians to other areas of the government where issues such as bribery often arise. The minister made the suggestion while responding to opposition Member of Parliament Philip Powell, who had questioned whether the Commission has adequate staff to perform its assigned functions. Both were speaking at a meeting of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee on Tuesday. Mr. Chuck had initially questioned why the Commission was taking a long time to submit reports related to 6 parliamentarians and 28 public officials being probed for illicit enrichment, to which Mr. Paulwell said perhaps additional staffing needed to be provided to ensure the reports are not received years after the incidents occurred. In response to this, the Justice Minister said the Commission has gotten all the resources that it has requested and it needs to demonstrate that it is providing value for the money it has been allocated. He suggested that the Commission widen its focus to probe other government officials to demonstrate that it is committed to the fight against corruption.
Everything, to the best of my knowledge, that the IC asked for, they have got. To the best of my knowledge, every resource personnel that they have asked for, whether they have appointed them is another matter, okay? I believe that the budget that they have got for this fiscal year is close to $1.5 billion. Chairman, for the last 6 years, the Commission would have spent way in excess of $5 billion. And I'm saying that we want the IC to succeed, and the question of success is to show that corruption is being dealt with or being deterred across all levels of the society. And that is a measure by which we feel that we would be getting value for money. It cannot be, Chairman, that we are spending $1.5 billion and we are not stamping out corruption at all levels. From the few meetings we have had with the IC, one gets the impression that your focus is only on high officials and politicians. They should look at certain other areas of government where allegations are made generally in the public about bribery, paying people to get things done, and where the people feel that, public officials are corrupt, investigate, use the access to information, not the access to information, the Protective Disclosures Act, and urge more information or more, should I say, disclosures so that more corruption can be investigated at all levels.
Education Ministry introduces behavior change support for students. The Ministry of Education and Youth has introduced a behavioral change support model for students aimed at ensuring that their basic and mental health, safety, security, behavioral and nutritional needs are met. Rollout of the Behavior Change Support Service for students in primary and secondary schools will begin in the new school term in January 2024. In the secondary schools, the Behavior Change Support Services team will comprise a guidance counselor, health and family lifestyle teacher, dean of discipline, and the school nurse, while in primary schools, the vice principal and senior teacher, HFLE teacher, and guidance counselor will round out the group. Addressing Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House, Portfolio Minister Favor Williams said the idea of the collaboration evolved from the Deans of Discipline annual conference, noting that the ministry has since built awareness among principals. There are 1,200 guidance counselors, 139 established Deans of Discipline and other acting in the position, 180 HFLE educators, and 120 nurses across Jamaican schools. When we look at the cost for having these persons in our schools, it's about $5 billion annually, so it behoves us to really look at how we are delivering these services, Williams stated. To support the implementation, an additional $72 million will be included in the next grant to be dispersed to schools. Williams noted that traditionally, the providers operated singularly in delivering their respective services, but with the new approach, it goes to be more powerful delivery on behalf of the students if all these persons come together as a team to share information. She pointed out that the ministry desires to see a marked change in the behavior of students in the classroom, on the school compound, at the school gate, on the way home, and in their communities, as they are being groomed to be the next generation of adult Jamaicans. We want to ensure that all students have the best opportunity to participate in the teaching and learning program in their schools and to develop healthily. We want to promote health and pro-social behavior, as well as help students to develop life skills that enable them to make positive decisions and manage their developmental issues, Williams explained. Meanwhile, she informed that the current ratio of guidance counselors to students is 1 to 500 is high and indicated that the ministry aims to reduce it by at least 1 to 400. As our budget allows, we will expand because we know that the value of the guidance counselors in our school, Williams stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,